late. I got to go do something else too. What's up, everybody? Who's on right now? I don't even know how many people. 5. Okay, listen, I got to run and find a pair of glasses. Let's see if I can do these. Let me see. Hold on. No, absolutely not. Shit. All right, give me 1 second, please. I got to run to the car. Sorry. All right. Sorry. Here I go. Yes, I'm really live. I'm sorry. I had to go run and get glasses outside. Okay, now I'm going to sweat because it's freaking humid. Got my Skechers hat on for all you people out there that say shit. Okay, so let me see what's up real quick before. You should make a second channel called Conflict Inc. where shit, come on, I want to go back to that. Top of the chat. Go to the top of the chat. Damn, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, well, I can't. How come it's not scrolling and I can't read any of the ones that are going? Okay, anyway, here's the deal. What's up? Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I did this like at the last minute notice. I have a letter from Tommy Karate that was not written to me. I'm going to post it on Convict Inc. Facebook page. Let me see if I can move up. This camera angle is fucked up. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm going to post it for all the people that, all the doubters. Where's the proof crowd? I'm going to post it. I actually have to take a couple things out only because, actually for prison reasons. It's got his name signed to it and everything. And in the letter, Tommy Karate asked me to contact Sammy the Bull and Michael Francis to verify what he's about to say. Of course, this is all about Jimmy Calandra. This is about Jimmy Calandra making stuff up in his videos and Tommy's way to fight back and push back. I've already mentioned something that was said in here in a prior, video that I did about Tommy Karate. Excuse me. But I'm going to read the full letter, and it gives a lot more context. Damn, man, running outside to get my glasses. I should have never ran. I'm going to start freaking sweating. I can't stop when I start sweating until a fan goes on. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, there's 78. That's plenty. Robert, get me, enough said. San Pedro, Danny, Trio, fix my windshield. Okay, you guys are going crazy over here. Convict Inc. is a free speech zone, which is terrific. Okay. All right. I'm not going to read the comments. Here we go, you guys. So this is from Tommy Karate. It was actually dated 7/18, okay? Okay, let me read that. Dear so-and-so, I'm going to set the record straight through this letter. Okay. I'm not going on any mob tube to set the record straight, and I want to tell it the way it is. So basically in writing. Matter of fact, he doesn't, just so you guys know, he doesn't consider me mob tube. But still, again, I have reported on some of this since the 18th, but the whole letter makes like a lot more sense. Set the record straight and tell it the way it is. Jimmy Calandra knows this. Sammy the Bull knows this. Michael Francis knows this. Okay, this is what he's about to say. There are unwritten rules of conduct codes of unwritten rules of conduct or conduct codes for whatever you want to call it. Rules and protocols used by the mob, the mafia, La Cosa Nostra. He's just saying all the terms. Something Jimmy Calandra knows nothing about. Drug use is looked as a security breach for the family. Drug use is looked down as weakness, which, as is the case of Jimmy Calandra becoming an informant. Drug addiction is a bad example to members of the crew. There is also a code for murder, something Jimmy Calandra knows nothing about. In fact, very few people on the outside know about it. Somebody like me is not going to sit down and explain it to them. The rules forbid the killing for profit. A family boss cannot order someone to kill for profit. I don't care if there was $5 million in that house. Killing that woman for profit is against the rules. You can't kill people for money. That's against the rules. A killing must relate to Cosa Nostra business. That house invasion, which resulted in the death of a housewife, is not Cosa Nostra business. Now, let me tell you this. Here's why he keeps being fired up over about that murder with Jimmy Calandra. Because Jimmy Calandra claims that there was a sit down over him. And if there was, then he would be an associate. Well, he talks about that. And then Jimmy Calandra would not be able to have gone with Chris Pacello, whatever you call him, and set up the murder, which ultimately led to Judith's death, the one Jimmy laughed about after she was shot. So this is, again, just think of this in the context as proof of everything Jimmy has said about Tommy Crotty is a lie. Like everything. Also, there was a video Jimmy talks about Tommy Reynolds shooting somebody outside of a payphone booth, and Tommy Crotty had to sit down over that. Another lie. And again, you guys who know Francis and Sammy the Bull, I've never reached out or talked to him. This is, you'll see in a minute. He wanted me to get them involved in this. And I want to say something personally to Sammy the Bull that's from the karate camp. Okay. Page 1. Yeah, what did I just do? Oh, please don't say I screwed this up. Oh. Hold on. I'm sorry. So it's on my phone, and I had it to where I can scroll up. It's 4 pages. Okay. So here's page 2. You can't kill people for money. That's against the rules. A killing must relate to the Cosa Nostra business. That house invasion, which resulted in the death of the housewife, is not the Cosa Nostra business. Forward this to Robert Rosso. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Or email him. Have Robert Rosso contact Sammy the Bull and Michael Francis and see if they will come back, and see if they will back up my claim that there is a creed for murder and the rules forbids the killing for the profit. So basically, Michael Francis and Sammy the Bull. This is the heart of it for you guys. He wanted me to contact Sammy the Bull and Michael Francis to see if they will back up my claim that there is a code for murder and the rules forbid killing for profit. That's number 1. Even an associate must play by the rules. Is Jimmy Calandra even on record with any made member? I don't know this Calandra, so he's not on record with me. Once any associate is put on record, a made member becomes responsible for his actions. Responsible for his actions. A made member would have to put a claim on Jimmy before the family administration. He would have to officially vouch for Calandra's trustworthiness. He's responsible for Calandra's actions. That's what he's saying. All family members' activities, include those of associations, had to be cleared by the boss. Come on, scroll up. Come on. I'm sorry. Fuck. I should have waited till Marty got here. I just lost the second. I'll get it. Hold on. Oh, damn, this is terrible. Well, I mean, I'm half computer illiterate for sure. Where's the name? Come on. I'll be damned. There's more. Hold on. Sorry. Damn it. Here it is. Okay. So page 1, 2, and here's 3. Was it disputed between members and associates of different regions in the same family? That's he's talking about Jimmy Calandra's so-called sit-down that never happened. Was it a dispute between members and associates of a different family? Now, if Jimmy Calandra was a crime family associate, which he is not, at this so-called sit-down, Jimmy must have had a representative, also known as a representee, I think it's like an Italian, or known as a rabbi, who acts as a representative for the associate involved in the dispute. The representation The representative, usually a made member who introduced the associate to the family, which would be me, and the associate would be Jimmy. The problem is I don't know Jimmy, and I never introduced Jimmy to the family. Shut that off. The representative is responsible for the associate actions. So the associate, I'm sorry, God damn it. Okay. Problem is I don't know Jimmy. Responsible. The social, okay, wait. The representative is responsible for the associate's actions. So the associate be found guilty would be me, will be held liable as well. The associate is requested to wait in another room. He is not allowed to present a defense himself. It would be me who speaks on Jimmy's behalf. Sammy and Michael, is that true? I am sure that the average mob YouTube viewer knows nothing about the rules and codes of conduct. Believing whatever, next page, where is this? Sorry guys, it's in four different parts. Here we go. And I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay. Okay, believing whatever. Last one, God damn, this sucks. I thought I'd do a better job than this. Here it goes. That means the BS Jimmy throws at them. Hopefully Robert Russell will set the record straight. I don't even think Jimmy Calandra knows the rules and codes of conduct. I don't know what BS Jimmy said about the sit down that never happened. Fill me in. I could use a good laugh. No way would I ever sponsor a lowlife like Jimmy, introducing a lowlife like Jimmy to the family. Be held responsible for his actions. Put a claim on Jimmy before the family administration. Vouch for Calandra. No way in hell. Let's let you guys see that. Vouch for Calandra. No way in hell. Tommy Patera. This will be posted. I am going to post this online. I did a bad job reading it. I'm so sorry. Honest to God. So this letter was sent to me yesterday, and I didn't even read it really. And I read it today. I did 3 videos earlier. 2 of them I don't think were monetized yet. I'm waiting, whatever. So put up the Calandra piece. This came up, and I'm like, wait a minute. So he's asking me to go to Sammy the Bull, and he's asking me to go to Michael Francis. And let me say this. Oh, this is what I wanted to say to Sammy. Sammy the Bull, I don't know you. Guy that ratted on everybody, okay? Now I heard you're Jimmy Calandra's like mentor. That's what I've heard. I don't know whatever is true or not. Here's the deal. There is something that I refer to as a Tommy Karate Camp, aka Karate Camp, okay? You guys hear me? That's what I'm talking about. That involves 1, 2, 3, so 4 people total. In the Karate Camp, it is known that if I get a message from one of them, if I don't get something from Tommy myself, if I get a message from one of them, or if they tell me something, it's gold. And can be verified through the rest of the Karate Camp if necessary. This came from Tom. This is fact. Today, I talked to one of the people in the Karate Camp. And it came up that last year he talked to you. You called him, I believe, in regards to artwork or whatever. And you sent Tommy Patera a really, really good message. You did. And I don't know Tommy's response to it, so I'm not going to try to pretend. I will say that even though you did what you've done, I'm sure Tommy's the type of guy that would look at the fond memories too. I'm sure, you know, if you were on the street and everything would be totally different. I mean, that's just my opinion. But he's a person that remembers good in people as well, straight up. So he's asking me, knowing what you did and who you are, to like, would you back up what he's saying? If I mumbled and stumbled and you couldn't understand me, Convict Inc. Facebook page, or Convict Incorporated, I forgot to set up. Go look at it. I'm gonna put the letter. I have to do just a couple little things. Block out. That's more for prison stuff than anything else, for real. So and Michael would understand that totally. Yeah. So that's the truth. Using you in the Calandra camp that want to keep hanging on to Jimmy, or saying that I don't know what I'm talking about, or I'm full of shit, or whatever. Yeah, you guys are foolish. So Sammy the Bull, and I'm off track today. Sammy the Bull. You also said to the person that you talked to in the karate camp, one thing, this is a quote from you, one thing's for certain, Tommy Karate never lies. Now let me jump over to A View from Mulberry Street, episode 5 about Tommy Karate. You guys, listen to me. Support Matthew Mary. Support A View from Mulberry Street. This is an attorney for 45 years who tells stories from an attorney's point of view, not from law enforcement, not from snitches, not from formerly incarcerated convicts who talk about all this stuff on YouTube, whatever you want to call me, from an attorney. And listen to what he says about Tommy Karate. I have made comments that I would let Tommy Karate babysit my grandchildren and move here if he got a compassion release and been drugged through the coals over it. Matthew Mary let Tommy Karate babysit his daughter. Let him. Listen to what he says about it. Listen to what he says about Tommy Karate going through trial and his character and his person. That's the Tommy Karate I knew. When I watched this morning, I was like, man, thank you. Somebody got it. A lot of people get it that knew Tommy Karate. I am not saying that Tommy Karate is innocent or a saint, okay? And even though I joke around, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if a person does what the government has alleged Tommy Karate did, that person it's not that rampage killing thug crazy man that's not like what makes up the person. That's what the government puts out there to create a monster, but they're still human. Tommy Karate babysat his lawyer's daughter. His lawyer trusted him that much, even knowing that was his client who was accused of all. Go watch the video. Tommy Karate, when he got found guilty of 6 murders, but they beat 3, he looked at the lawyers and said, hold your heads up, guys. You got like 33.5%. Go watch the video, episode 5 of View from Mulberry Street. That's Tommy Karate. That's the guy I know. All right. So when I stick up for somebody who was a man to me, who I saw him being a man in prison, who had my back and I had his, and that's Tommy's to tell about me, who was with me 1,000%, who, even though he knew I had a prescription, I was strung out on opiates. He saw me taking care of Jojo Russo, saw me go the extra mile, didn't care if it might have been because I was high or because there was a nurse I was chasing. He didn't care. He saw me, right? And that's what I see in Tommy Patera. I get the bad stuff, and it's fun to slander, but I'm going to bring this back to Jimmy Calandra. Jimmy Calandra has used Tommy Karate for views, period. Tommy, you put up Patera and it's views, period. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not doing it for that reason, but obviously I know that that's what happens. But now I've got a friend, a guy who I consider a good person, not by his criminal actions, but by the way he is to people, the way I've seen him. And it's like, well, I can't not do reporting for him or say his side. It's not even reporting. It's just, there's people that are in prison that get beat up by people like Jimmy, and they're just fucking tired of it. They're tired. They have a side too. That's what it comes down to. Somebody sent some money. Thank you. Man, okay. FBS and Lee ain't trying to hear the truth. Scott Hunter. Thank you, bud. So, yeah, again, so I will post this letter online. I did a terrible job of reading it today. And I was disorganized because so originally I had it on one of the computers and I was going to scroll down and I had it all perfect. But then in this, on my phone, it's in different. It came in, there was 5 pages total. And yeah, so Jimmy Calandra, really that video where he says he visited him in prison, there should be some liability, not criminal, Jimmy. We're not doing criminals civilly, because you never said that was a lie in that video. Then all of a sudden, after I outed you and destroying you, and the walls are coming down, Calandra. And just like I said in the video I made earlier, I'll be there. I'll help you in the long run. I would. If it really came crashing, I might be playing, but probably would. I own Calandra. I own his name. Don't be a Jimmy. I literally played for and all these stories. And I've got Pittsburgh guys, just Jesus, man. So don'tbeajimmy.com, don'tbeajimmy.org. I'm going to do a foundation, I think, in a 501(c)(3) or whatever it's called, 501c. I'll start at the state level first and do the feds, because the feds take 3 years. And I just have to figure out a mission. I wanted to be, Don't Be a Jimmy was just going to be about don't being a snitch. Like, instead of saying snitch, you use Jimmy. Instead of saying stool pigeon, blah, blah, blah. That's where it has originally been. But I'm thinking now larger. Like, don't be a Jimmy could be like, don't be a Karen. And, can encompass a lot of just scumbag shit. And I said in the video earlier, like, let's say no means no. So a young girl in high school or whatever, she's with the guy in the backseat of the car, and she's like, oh, dude's moving a little too fast. She's like, no. And then he keeps going. She's like, don't be a Jimmy. That could be used. Like, the word don't be a Jimmy could just encompass all kinds of stuff. I don't know yet. So we'll see. And okay, I just got your message, you know who, and I put thanks back. And I try to contact you first, but you're probably busy talking bad about me somewhere. I'm just kidding. Anyway, as a matter of fact, I think you should lean on the other guy, because they're going to need help. And I've said in the other video, Jimmy Calandra, don't call me Convict Inc. anymore. Call me Convict Shrink. I'm here to help. That's what I do. And first, I'm going to shrink you down to nothing. And after you crumble and fall, I'm going to help build you back up. And you're going to be a part of my Don't Be a Jimmy Foundation. Sammy the Bull. If you agree to this letter today, if you acknowledge what Tommy Patera he's asking you, like you sent him a message straight up. You sent him a message, he received it, and he went, Tommy Crotty, who wouldn't tell on nobody, who they offered him freedom for what they thought was 37 murders at the time, what they thought, all you had to do is do what you did, Sammy, and talk about John Gotti, freedom. And he's, watched episode 5. So now Tommy's basically saying, look, go to Sammy the Bull, who I know is like, if people are like, he's like the guy. He took down John, and he's asking still, even knowing that, being humble, coming to you and say, will you back me up about the rules of the closer notion? Because if you do, and let me be clear, then you're acknowledging and you're saying without saying that Jimmy Calandra is a stone cold liar. There can't be two ways. You can't have it both ways, Sammy. You can't. So just know that. So I'm not trying to box you. I'm saying Tommy Crotty is asking me to ask you to help with this, and you would know, and they believe you will. So will you wear a Don't Be a Jimmy t-shirt when I send it to you? And if you don't know what that is yet, I just came up with the term Don't Be a Jimmy in regards to informant snitch. I want to make an international word for snitch. All over the English-speaking world, there's different names. There's grasshopping, dogging. We say snitch, rat, fink, tattletale, so on. So I wanted to make a universal word for that term. Don't be a Jimmy. Don't be a snitch. Don't be a rat. Don't be a grasser. Don't be a dog. All that stuff. Even though now I think it's going to be bigger. And really, like, I'm making a foundation. I've got 3 administrators from different parts of the world wanting to help on this. I got to roll with it. I got to roll with it. And you, Sammy the Bull, can finally help Jimmy Calandra become the person he wants to become. Inside, Jimmy Calandra really does want to be the good guy he portrays himself to be. But he's still just like a solid scumbag lying. So all his Bath Avenue stories, at least the majority, are embellished in lies. He lies about dead people. He lies about conversations with. He lies about things that didn't happen because it's given him views and it's given him street cred. Really, he didn't cooperate. He didn't make a decision. He decided to be like a rat fink, like the lowest of the low. He even talks about how he decided to change his life right there in the jail because Pauly G got killed. He was facing the death penalty in life. And, right then I changed. Yet when they came to get him out of the pod, rushed in protective custody or bond or whatever, he didn't say that. He said his guy who was in the same gang as he was said, hey, Jimmy, where are you going? I made bond. So that's who Jimmy Calandra is. And he's never gotten right. Sammy hit the bull. Help him get right. Help Jimmy Calandra get right. Acknowledge that what Tommy Patera was saying in that letter is true. And let's just put an end to Calandra's bullshit once and for all. Pop, chop him, and then we'll move on. You can be a part of the Don't Be a Jimmy Foundation. I welcome you and all people to help better the world. Because that's what I want to do. I just want to help. I'm a good guy, Rob, who wants to help. That's it. Let me read some comments. All right. Man, how come I can't scroll up the other way? I can't scroll one way or the other. Why? Why? I don't want the top chat, motherfucker. Man, what is going on? All right, I lied to get a book deal. He's got nothing. You know what, Tom Spencer? You are such a Jimmy. Okay, Manny. Sammy doesn't like Jimmy because Jimmy said Sammy murdered the kid. That was the end of the bromance. Okay, I have no idea. So I really don't know. Like, I don't know. Rob, you are the exterminator. Tommaso, Boot Hill Crew, Rip Allen Kaiser, John Wolf, and he testified that Paulie told Spiro that Jimmy was there for the murder to get him credit to be made. Oof. Southie in the house. None of the rats like themselves. PR, wait to do with the big loot. Scott Bell, what's up? Don't be a Jimmy. Hit the like button. I see you, Ron. I see you, Ron. John Wolf, the story never made sense to me. Now I realize he was lying about. Jimmy the Rat. Christopher George, don't be a Jimmy. Want the t-shirt. He says he is too good for YouTube. I'd rather be. So if I'm doing, I've got don'tbeajimmy.com and .org and I've copyright. I've got it. I've got it locked in. Got it. I own Jimmy Calandra. Maybe just non-stop Jimmy stories. I don't know because I've got so much material, but I've got so much other stuff to do too, right? This is fun. Hey, listen, let me tell you guys right now. I absolutely love doing like the video I did earlier. Even though today's been kind of a weird, fuzzy day for me. It started last night. Yeah, I love that. I love the little scoop. It's just, it's fun. Yeah. And it's got an overarching theme that's serious though. But I do. We'll see what my wife thinks of when she comes home. Anyway, and the Rat Child's apology, Rob, bro, you got gold in that letter from Tommy. And I'm sorry that I read it so bad, poorly. Yeah, but it'll be on. I will post that letter. So I have to get it from the phone to the printer. I thought I was doing a good job and stuff like that, but it seems not like I haven't. Then there are two things that I just need to cross out, and people will probably say, "Oh, there's the golden goose right there." It's strictly about Tommy. About prison rules is what it's about more than anything. That's it. That's all. Get that out here. Rob, the irony of Gravon wearing a "Don't Be a Jimmy" t-shirt. Can you imagine? Think if Sammy the Bull would do that. Man, if I do a nonprofit, have a lot of money, I'd probably pay him to do that. Like that. I mean, that would just be crazy. And honest to God, this "Don't Be a Jimmy" thing, and go ahead and hashtag and it is going so far. It's spreading so much. It's unbelievable. It's crazy because people criticize the way I speak on these videos, the stream of consciousness that goes in different directions, me being me, whatever. And I just popped off with that one. There was no calculation. Like today's video, I had calculated about Calandra. I calculated that I was going to do the song, I'll Be There For You. You can see me reading some words if you look at that video. So that was, that whole video was kind of calculated. Very few are, very, very few are. And you guys can see me. I did an Aryan Brotherhood one last night where I read a bunch of stuff and I was trying to memorize it. I paused a lot and I was talking real low because my wife is sleeping. It's not, it's restricted. I got to get it taken care of. So I'm watching comments fly by, but I cannot go up or down with my mouse or make it stop. I don't know. Because I usually can scroll back. Chia Pet, head of the helmet, don't be a Jimmy. So I have to now look into to the image and what I can do legally. Can it be a cartoon? Can I use a thumbnail, a picture of them? And what exactly am I going to do? There's going to be a bunch of t-shirts. And as I warned all his supporters who keep supporting him. And this is drip, 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 pound, drip, 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 pound, because Benny Giarratano's coming out with he's really taking his time on what he's doing. And there's a big Jimmy Calandra thing he wants to say too. That's just bam. So you guys still want to support him? even though one of you guys who is the face of violence against women possibly, or going to be a teacher, had done 22 years in prison, but they want to say like I sat at a chomo table over Joey, which I do again, and say things about me when they're supporting Jimmy Calandra. Get the fuck out of here. And Dingleberry, Boy Wonder, you're on the t-shirt, but I think I'm just going to put like your little mob, like everywhere stuck in Jimmy's ass or something. That's going to, not your face, just, you know, who you are. Up his ass, that's where you belong. Straight up fucking. Yes, James. Okay, you need to get some good animation on that t-shirt. So I'll tell you what I thought. So there's going to be Convict Inc. t-shirts that have nothing to do with this. It's going to be like, there's going to be like a barbed wire strand on the Convict Inc. stuff, whatever. I thought like, be a man, don't take the stand, or real men don't take the stand, and then like in the front, and then on the back, either something that describes like what I'm saying, or maybe now, like, don't be a Jimmy. Go to www.don'tbeajimmy.org to find out. So I don't know. And I think even though I want to rush it, that's my nature. It's just do it, get it done. Look at the membership shit. I had my wife do that on Sunday. It's still not cleared up. That's me, impulsive, boom, boom, boom. But this is something that's much bigger. And yes, I boast and brag and tease, but it really is. Like, it really is. And think, if I sell all the t-shirts that look like they're going to, like, and I take that money and like actually do something good, like, I don't know, somebody who's like has testimonies, a bunch of snitches that lies, and use it to help them, or use it for a kid found it can really be something good. It can really be something good. And as I said in a video or something before, those nonprofits can be a total scam. I've read in depth about them. 20% of the money is all you really need to go towards the cause. That's not going to happen if I do this. Number one, my probation department would be down my ass. Number two, I could not allow my critics to say that I did some kind of scamming with that. It never would I be, if it was left up to myself and the way I scheme on money and stuff, because I have a drug dealer's mindset, I have a criminal mindset still. I can see me like taking money from the foundation and paying off this bill. So that's why I won't do it. Straight up, because I'm capable. I'm going to take a salary, and everybody's going to know what my salary is, and it'll change depending on the money or whatever. I'm not going to, I don't want somebody to support a maggot. I'm not going to be that maggot. So I'm going to that's real talk on that shit. And I got another nonprofit with my friend Steve Sakanis. Everybody, Steve Sakanis is at home. He's seen all your comments and wants to really thank you guys. Even the negative ones he kind of laughed at. So yeah, he had gallbladder surgery. He's doing fine right now. I mean, he's just numbed out on pain pills, but he's doing fine. I'm going to see him tomorrow morning, as a matter of fact. So yeah, thanks for that. And he's going to be telling stories on Convict Inc. As are other people. There'll be guest hosts. But my big changes right now are, like I said, I've been failing on some Mob Monday stuff. It's true, but I've been talking about other issues. So all this is kind of related to the mob genre. So I'm actually doing it too much, pissing other people off. Then the Aryan Brotherhood stuff's coming once a week, and that's it looks like my family issues with the real estate, for all you guys want, it looks like it may be resolved. And if that's the case, man, oh my God, you'll see a different me. You'll see like a different me. No bullshit, not it's wound up, and yeah, you're gonna see. I'll probably start sleeping well and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, no bullshit. I pray it's true. I do. I pray it's true. Sean Castro, thank you, bro. Any amount counts. I'm not FBS where I'm gonna leave if I don't get donations. I think there's been 2 for $1.99. That's like awesome. Thank you. And I'm not going to shut down because I'm not getting much money. Okay, Vegas prison stories. Listen, I'm going to focus on you at one period of time, and I don't mean that. I mean in a good way, because I've seen some. I've got too much going on. Yeah, and then I took a little sabbatical from the MobTube stuff because the boss paid me. They should have pit fights in prison for rats versus chomos. Thomas Lombard. So they have softball games, all chomo softball team playing all good guys. Well, I say good guys, all general population inmate softball team. Most of those guys are in the drug program, but that's true. They do have that. And the chomos have won. want the t-shirt, we'll wear it around the sheriff's office where I work. Oh, I can't scroll back, man. Thank you, the guy that said about the sheriff's office. And again, yes, it's like incredible that this is like this whole Don't Be Jimmy. Yes, it's but man, I have to do this so right. Like I have to use this for a force of good. And that sounds a little bit like too, but I have to do it. It's got to be done. Think of turning this all around, like, right? And I stand by every freaking word I've said about Jimmy based on my armchair psychoanalysis of him and what I know from people that know him. I stand by every word. Jimmy Calandra's a scumbag. He's based his whole YouTube stuff off a foundation of lies, and it can't work. You can't do that. You know, I'm like way too honest. Like as much stuff as I say about me, and I'm gonna keep doing it probably. It comes back on me like 20-fold, even from probation. So that's a whole different issue that I'm not happy with. But hey, you know. So there's somebody else. Thank you, Sparky too, man. By the way, you are going to get me harassed because my name really is Jimmy. Oh my God. So thank you, and I thank you, Christopher George, you too, both of you guys. So I'm sorry to all the Jimmys out there. I'm sorry, but here's the good news. We're going to have a face for the website. That's like, there's a face. It's Jimmy Calandras. Whether it's painted, or whether we put a rat nose on him, whatever, it'll be legit, and it will be patented as soon as I figure, it'll be. I already own Jimmy Calandra. So all people whose name Jimmy, all they got to do is say, hey, listen, man, go to don'tbeajimmy.org. You'll understand. And then you'll be saying, like, don't be a Jimmy. And future mothers out there, don't name your kid Jimmy. No, stop it, because just in case. And who knows? Maybe I'm thinking way outside. I'm just telling you, every day it's crazy. And people show me, like, on a Facebook page in Switzerland, like people are saying, don't be a Jimmy. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Well, so who knows? And I'm going to need help. I would love somebody to build the website. I built convictinc.net myself, but I don't know how to go back into and fix it. And I'm going to take I'm not going to do prison legal, jailhouse work, legal work. I'm going to do prison consulting 100% for cert, maybe working for the organization or the company that did a piece about my face, for history. I did a piece the other day for the History Channel, and the girl who did it kind of offered me a little bit of something or talked about it. We'll see how that goes. So, no more naming kids Jimmy, just in case. I apologize to all the not Jimmy Calandras out there, but hey, it is what it is now, and I gotta roll. I gotta roll with it. And everybody on the rat phone, you're coming with them. Again, don't call me Convict Inc. anymore. You guys can call me Convict Joe, whatever you guys want to play. That's whatever. Ha 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 ha. I sat at a table with chomos over Joey Tessa. Oh, he must be a chomo lover. Okay. Call me Convict Shrink from now on, because I'm going to shrink Jimmy Calandra down, and then he's going to go on a crap run, and then he's going to fall apart, and then I'm going to go bail him out of jail for stealing a purse, and I'm going to help him. But you guys, I'm going to try to shrink you out of existence for supporting Calandra for so long. Just poof, gone. Who did what? Oh, you only exist on don'tbeajimmy.org on T-shirts and on the associates of Jimmy Calandra, because I have to show what kind of a person Jimmy is. I'm going to do his history, and then like who he associates with. Violence against women guy, the FBI, different people. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I warned you guys. You guys thought Rob was playing. Well, we don't play that. And at the end of the day, I'm only trying to help everybody. Okay, wow, John, can't wait here. You look like you're having a ball, man. Johnny Leonard, good job, John Wolf. Assassinated rat, ha to the rat phone. Don't be a Jimmy. Sean, don't be a Jimmy. Clothesline. Don't be a Jimmy. Mugs. Yeah, all that. I wanted to do stationery so people can write to people in prison with it, but there's so many rules now because of K2 and Suboxone. So who knows how that's going to work out. Don't be a Jimmy condoms. I mean, don't be a Jimmy glassware, as in crack pipes, because I never realized what a crackhead Jimmy was, and I just keep getting more and more and more crack stories. Jimmy, I've heard you say things about Arkansas and methamphetamine. By the way, where I live, it's all about God, guns, family, and country. True enough. It's also about moonshine, meth, baseball, hot dogs, apple pie, and Chevrolet, for sure. Meth might help you, Jimmy, kick that crack habit. It might. I don't know. There's family members of mine that, that's what happened. I can't get off the meth, but hey, it's better than, and it's real cheap, and you can probably thrive off it. And you can stay up for days thinking about ways to like get back at me, and I'll never. How do you like me now? Okay, Big Rob doing the thing. Big Jim doing okay. Mandy, don't be a Jimmy Lego set. Start them young. You got to start, even on criminal justice reform. You got to start them young. It's absolutely true. And I don't mean brainwashing. People need to make their own decisions. Hey, this is off the subject. I know a guy, Stuart Nazet, rocket scientist, literally worked for NASA. I did a video about him. He'll be back on my show. We're going to do an interview at some point when his book is ready to be released. He has a theory. This is from a guy, NASA astrophysicist, high IQ, smart guy. He believes that like we should just legalize all drugs as much as we want and just throw them out there. Let everybody do them. Have a place where everybody can just come get them for free. His theory is because it'll weed out all the dum-dums. And he said there's a bunch of smart people that stay inebriated, but I mean, they're doing it, so they're not really affecting anybody. He wants to weed out all the dum-dums by just drug legalization. Pretty fun. If you knew him, you'd laugh. Big Blue, meth out, spun out. Jimmy, can you imagine? That would help him. The crack's not working. Legalize it and accept the consequences. Arkansas, y'all, duck fart. And he was born in the state of Georgia. MRE works at NASA. James, don't be a Jimmy bathrobe. Oh, James James wants that. Bro, I got to give you credit for that somehow. Thank you for the money. Don't be a Jimmy bathrobes. 100%. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, that's coming. That 100%. And you know how that got started? He didn't come out of the bathroom in a bathrobe. He came out naked. But MRE is the one that said something about a bathrobe. But I could have, in one of my videos, I could have said something like, yeah, it was the first one where I said that FBS's head was between Jimmy's legs, and I said something about a bathrobe. That's how MRE kind of got a little confused. 1,000%. And they actually need to be like the high dollar ones, because there's people that'll have money that'll get it. I think they got to be high dollar ones, right? Because Jimmy's all about. Did you see him? He had big rolls of money in Vegas, which he'd spent all on crack. But he had big rolls of money and was like acting like, I don't know. So yeah, we got to have a high roller bathrobe for sure. And I need to send one to Jimmy, but he'll trade it for crack. So I don't know. We'll see. I want him to get right. I want him to come to me after I bail him out for snatching a purse after the fall. I want him to kiss the ring, wedding ring, $60 from Spain. And I'm going to help him. I'm going to have him be the face of Don't Be a Jimmy. And I want him to go do a nationwide speaking tour and just say, like, you don't ever want to be like me, kids. I was a scumbag. And I don't, and then I want him to start the crowds chanting, "Don't be a Jimmy. Don't be," like, he'll be perfect. He'll be perfect. And then at some point, and I said this in the video earlier, I own Jimmy right now. Like, I own him. So I'll give him back his name. I'll free him. I'll no longer own him. I'll let him take over. He just has to get right within. All you got to do is get right within, Jimmy. That's it. That's all I'm here for. I'm just here to help. All this was about helping you. You just didn't see it. You haven't seen it yet. You'll get angry because of the crack in your system. You'll get angry, throw a fit, threaten people. You're just going to be devastated as you realize that, like, my organization is really going to work. Maybe not as big as I think or whatever, but I'm still going through with it. That's got to be like crushing. But Just call my name. I'll be there. Okay, Battlefield Vegas, don't be a Jimmy Oven Mitts. Don't be a Jimmy Oven Mitts. Yeah, don't be a Jimmy Oven Mitts. Don't be a Jimmy Glassware. It's got to have a crack pipe for sure. So far, it sounds like a bunch of gibberish. I mean, read it correctly if you want to be honestly believe that this is from. There we go, G Rocker. That's why I said I'm posting it on Convict Inc., my Facebook page. Go read it yourself. I said I read it really bad. You obviously must be one of the rat phone guys, right? Are you? Does Jimmy call you? Are you sticking up for Jimmy? Anybody who still watch Jimmy as entertainment purposes only and as truth mixed with fiction. I have said that Jimmy has good videos. I look at them more, and there's so much bullshit in them. There's so much. So that's just my take. Thank you, Assassinino. Oh, what's up, bro? I love your channel and your style. Awesome stuff. Thank you, bro. I see you. Assassinino di right there. How do you say verbal mente? Okay. I'm terrible about that. So probably really, I have a form of ADHD too. And when I read it, it's true. True shit. Never even knew I did until my wife diagnosed me. And then my counselor did. You agree with mandatory injections? Oliver Sutton. Whoa. Who are you talking to, Oliver? Mandatory injections? Like for this COVID stuff? Fuck no. If that's what you're saying. To the rat phone stickers, can put them on gas pumps. To the rat phones. Yeah. Callie G, good. Jimmy Crack. Jimmy Crack, Jimmy Smoke Crack, and I don't care. Jimmy Smoke Crack, and I don't care. Jimmy Smoke Crack, and I don't care, because his master will get paid. I'm his master, because I own Jimmy. I own Jimmy. I own him, like, for real. Don't be a Jimmy. I own it. Man. Wow. Danny will make me feel safe. Cali guys, hey, bud, what's up? Yo, James, I'm asking John Wolf. If you didn't do the underwear, I will. Oh, the underwear. You can't do it because I'm patenting the name. So it's patent. It's in the computer. So legally, you get the form in like 3 months. I spent $510 on credit cards, money I don't have. That's true shit. True shit. I had to do it. I was afraid. I started getting nervous because one YouTuber out there was going to take it and run with it. We know who I'm talking about. Their page is funny. They look like someone who sucker punched a sucker bunch. I'm reading Johnny Leonard. Blue Hill Crew, don't be a Jimmy guide to dating women. Oh my God. So like courses, like women can come into schools and talk about not being a Jimmy to the boys. Yeah, so that can be like a platform, like a what's it called? Not a class, a program, like a national program. Don't be a Jimmy. And then and then we'll also show like his associates who beat women. So like we can, awesome. See, this shit can grow. And like for real, like I'll like people who want to get involved in it as it grows. 100% for sure. 100%. Because I'm all about helping people, Jimmy. See how I'm trying to help everybody that supports. I'm FBS. You see how I want to help people that support me in my chat room and that follow me or that are my subs. I want to help them. I don't want to shut them off because they're not sending me much money. Although today people are. Please don't take that out. I thank you. Yeah, I'm getting money today. But like you just want to shut them down. They're all just dollar signs to you. These are people to me, FBS. They're actual human beings. You have to think on a compassionate level. I can't help you though when you sing, because I tried. Okay. T-shirt, Mount Rushmore of famous snitches. Okay, I've already thought about that. Doug Farr from Alabama. I really did. And there might be. And but Jimmy has to lead the top. It's not about, look, so Sammy the Bull's like the most famous snitch, right? Sammy, if you're watching, yeah, you are. So, but why not then don't be a Sammy? Why? Sammy justifies for saying what he did because I think it's something like John was going to kill him or whatever. But Jimmy's is like on a different level because of the way he says, like, I thought about Pauly G. I wasn't involved in it. Like he forgot to mention, and because if Tommy Reynolds gets a hold of me, he's going to kill me for what I did to his girlfriend. And he forgot to mention, like, when I cut the deal and they came to get me out of the pod, I scurried away like a little rat. Instead of saying, I've changed my life, guys. Guards all around. So imagine there's staff around him, right? So if he would have looked at his co-defendant and other people that thought he was a good guy until then and said, hey, man, I've changed my life. I can't do this no more. This shit's beat. I'm not going to go down for everybody. I'm going to cooperate. Man up. That would have been a man up move, Calandra. Man up move, even though I wouldn't agree. Man up move. Instead, I'm going to get out on bond, even though there's no bond. Stop. Don't be a Jimmy. That's being a Jimmy. And then it's just boom, boom, boom. Now he built a YouTube career off of freaking lies. Not all of them are lies, but for the big hits he did. And if he's actually going to get a book deal or what, I believe he won't. And honest to God, like, I don't care if he did. Like, that's part of his hustle. But this is going to be bigger. And my first written work when I come out and do it might be this story. It might be. I don't know. And if it does, then it'll go to New York publication. And then all the people that might support Jimmy in Hollywood are just no way. How do you want to be involved with somebody who has a foundation called Don't Be a Jimmy? And like I said, I'm dreaming big right now. I think it could take off. I can destroy it. I'm good about sabotaging shit. Straight up. I'm bad. I am. I can be the worst thing for it. I can. Straight up. Don't test lefty gangsters. Proving what's good, lefty. Okay. The north end of Boston will never be the same without Paul. When you have no character and act like a slimy lying snake, don't be a Jimmy, John and Leonard. Lefty, are you afraid of the dark? Don't test my gangster. Lefty, Tony Peets is now in Boston. He moved out there. Don't be a Jimmy dating. Don't be a Jimmy dating site. We don't allow Jimmys on this site. We have to thoroughly check them out, right? And their friends. Like, to be on this dating site, like 3 people would have to vouch for you, like your mama, and like 3 people that we pick would have to vouch for you, so we know you're not a Jimmy. Yeah, that'd be good. Don't be a Jimmy waiting. See what I'm saying? And like, let's say who just put that out there. I'm sorry, I didn't read your name. Let's say, like, if you knew how to set that up, it's okay. Come on, you're part of the foundation. We'll figure this out as the money, whatever. That's what I would do right now. Like, I'm willing to, look, no bullshit. I'm not trying to toot my horn. So my family and friends would tell you, I have a billion trillion ideas, like the entrepreneurial mind or whatever. And I landed Convict Inc. That would have been great in 2008 as a prison pen pal website, plus more. Everything I talked about then, they're doing it now. But I had that. So I've had some really, really ideas, so out of a million, one might stick. This is one that's sticking. And I can get obsessed with it and run too far and run it into the ground. And I know that I need people that know more than me, because I don't know a whole bunch. I always look to people smarter than me and people with knowledge to help. That's how I want to make this thing grow, for real. And we'll see what happens. Jameson, thank you, bro. Don't be a Jimmy Wiggs or hurricane proof. Don't be a Jimmy. So somebody said to get a t-shirt of Jimmy in the helmet, and I'd have to talk to MRE about that. So that's straight up. So, because there's probably going to be a lot of those t-shirts, so who knows? We'll see. My first thing was getting the domain name, locking in, patenting or whatever, copyrighting. I'm patenting. There's a difference. I had to figure all that out. And now it's going to be starting. Okay, we'll do the website. As the website's being built, I'll think of okay, the introduction and how it's going to go. And then I've got to think of structuring it so it can grow. So it's not stagnant in one area. Don't be a Jimmy, it's only for snitches, which will be fine. But I think it could be a lot further. And you guys are proving it just by some ideas, even if they're funny or not, they're ideas. And Jimmy Calandra, remember, I'm here to help. You can chime in too. And like I said, one day I'll release you, because as of now, I own you. You can left to test your gangster. Lefty, did you open? Okay, hello. And I'm sorry. So here's what happens. So if you guys didn't hear me, I can usually scroll back. Oh, it just happened. Holy crap. I can now scroll back and forth. What the hell did I do? And I wanted to read all these comments from the beginning. Stay inebriated, Lord Christmas. Okay. You saying that to me? Okay. As per the first 3 numbers of his social security number says so, John Wolf. Don't be a Jimmy Cigar. Oh, don't be a Jimmy Cigars. Well, what, for the people out there who have oral fixations, like FBS, FBS, it's oral fixation, and you smoke them while you talk about Jimmy, that's a little weird. I don't know. Worldwide, Teresa, that's a great bathrobe. Okay, wide world of lies. Teresa Murphy, yeah, don't be a Jimmy guide to meeting women. Okay, don't be a Jimmy line of shovels to shovel the bullshit. Tom Spencer, holy fuck that. I went and looked at their channels, and you can see them backing up, trying to say, I just want to be peaceful, and I've changed my life. They're scared and don't know what to do. Johnny Leonard. I'm not sure which ones you're talking about. I know that there's I literally haven't watched anybody but View from Mulberry Street, Chad Marks. I haven't watched any of the mob stuff. I haven't watched any because my boss said no for a minute. Danny Trejo shows a very different personality on his Facebook page. Lots of photos of him sticking out his tongue, something a Brooklyn gangster would never do. So John Wolf, who's yeah. Okay, so you said if you're not in the U.S., please kindly hit the number 8 button. What does that do? Harvest of Sorrow. Don't be a Jimmy wallpaper. I saw your pictures of young Danny Trejo wearing Dukes of Hazzard t-shirts. So you guys are going off on Danny Trejo right now. I have not talked to Danny. I want to talk to Danny. I do. I'm going to call Danny Trejo. We did the interview, but he got off that interview no matter what happened on Lee Cole's show. So Danny Trejo was who he says he was on the street and stuff like that for sure. I didn't even know him at first and didn't think so, but I found out. So I don't know what you guys are referring to though. I honestly don't know. So I don't know the beefs or I don't know most of them or what you guys are referring to. But as a former street guy with a lot of connections and he still talks to people, he's still in the know. He's him. He's not lying about that. I don't know what else you guys may or may not know about him, but I'm talking about his credibility as a person from the street who did do what he said he'd do, who did do what he said he did, unlike a Calandra, and who was not a model inmate in prison. And I don't have anything against model inmates, and everybody should be. But when I refer to something like that, it's like I do kind of like have this my like a superiority complex. You guys ain't shit. You guys didn't get like 25 shots like me and stab somebody. Blah, blah, blah. There is that. That's true. But that's not the way somebody should look at doing time. That's the truth. Because, it's just not. It's just not the way to do time. You want to try to do what a lot of the mob guys do. Hey, there you go, guys. That like the mob fanboy crowd. They are model inmates. Right? And what they get to talk to their families, go to visits, so they have a lot of outside world contact where I did not. I excommunicated myself from the outside world, maybe subconsciously, intentionally, but couldn't have phone for years. I just letters. Maybe I just didn't want people to know that I was just like partying my ass off in ways that nobody would understand. That is heroin and needle use at one time. Nobody I ever grew up with or knew on the streets would ever accept heroin use or needles for real. I was jimmied out a few times. Danny is very easily triggered. Lloyd Christmas, I'm easily triggered too, bro, to be honest. You know what the worst thing? So Marta said it on the live. I hate being called a liar when I'm like, when I'm not lying. Right. And I don't like being threatened. And I realized this goes back to when I was a kid. And I remember being at a party in Lakewood. And there was only like a car full of people from San Pedro, like 5 guys, and probably like 20 Lakewood guys or 10. And I was 15. Everybody was like 17. I was always hanging around older people. And they were threatening us. And my guys were like getting in the car running because there's too many of them. And they probably had knives and stuff. And we were from San Pedro surfers who never saw guns or knives, you know? And I like jumped out of the car and like freaking, because they were threatening us, and was going to like fight all of them and talk cash shit. So much so that they stopped, backed up, and like, who the fuck's this wacko? You know, like really. So this threatening thing has always been a thing to me. And lately I've been getting threatened by lawyers and people calling about stop Benny Geritano movement. and it's triggered me. And I've talked shit to a bunch of like powerful attorneys that I didn't know, and I respect one, Matthew Merritt, A View from Mulberry Street. Everybody needs to watch A View from Mulberry Street. No bullshit. So in the past, I've said, go support this channel or that channel. And that's just people that I've noticed. They might have 2 subs or 20,000. And guys are like, why would you tell us to do that? I saw something, maybe you did. Anybody who likes the mob genre or who just wants to see an attorney tell a story from that point of view only, and not the government's labels, and not the snitches labels, and not a former convict who came out and is talking about prisons labels, whatever. Very, very good. And I don't mind saying that he came out talking cash shit to me. He did, and I got upset. And I don't know how it switched, but I respect that guy a lot, and his show is awesome. It really is. And episode 5, when he talked about Tommy Karate, and he said that he let Tommy watch his daughter and how much Tommy loved animals. I know people that read the papers would never want to believe that. How much he loves animals, and what a gentleman he is, how respectful he was to the prosecutors, how he always smiled even in the worst of times. The guy got 6 life sentences, was facing death, and 3 murders were acquitted. And he turned to his attorneys who were like, oh, fuck, and said, cheer up, guys. You did like 33%. You guys should go out and be proud of yourself. And serious. That's Tommy Karate. I know there's another side. I get it. That's Tommy Karate. That's Tommy Karate, though. You know, I'm sure he can disassociate himself from that persona or character or mind frame he gets into when he's about business. Let me put it that way. And then he's just Tommy. You know? Probably a lot like John Gotti did when he went home with his family. It appears that maybe he was home. He was a good dad. I don't know. You know, it's just people judge people by these labels we get in the newspapers. And yeah, anyway, it's just me going, okay, I'm going to get off of here in a few because I'm going to go get my wife some flowers before she comes home for real, even if they're fake from Dollar General, which is where I'm going to go for real. I like some little fake candy. If I spend more than $5, she'd be upset. That's my wife. Like, really? Like, you spent $100? Like, she saw the receipt for some roses I bought her one time. Why would you do that? I would take the weeds. Just get little yellow weed. And she was serious. She was serious. That I spent that much money was a sign of stupidity. Yeah. I know. Amazing, huh, guys? For real. Okay, guys, listen. Thank you for being here. I was like 260, I think. I don't know. Again, the membership thing, the goal was to charge $2.99 to be able to talk in the chat room. And that was based on all the drama that was happening. Now I've had 2 lives, which even though there were some people but I can still read them. Well, when I figured out the scroll button worked. So I don't know. Like I want to have as many people in the chat room as possible. Again, there's people that ask really good questions that get bothered because I can't get to them. Thank you guys, everybody who sent money and everybody who just was on here listening. Again, I apologize for the way I read that letter. It was set up all wrong. It will be on Convict Inc., my Facebook page. Well, Marta's got to be home, so it'll be within probably like 3 hours, unless this printer doesn't work and we can't get it printed. But it's going to be there. There will be 2 things I'm going to cross out, and that's only for Tommy's actual thing, prison rules bullshit. So, Angel Gotti, wow, Angel, thank you. And by the way, okay, I'll respond. I'm going to respond. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate it. So I would like people to reach out to Sammy the Bull. Speaking of Angel, I'm sorry, Angel. I didn't mean to, like bring up bad memories. Like, oh no, like she's gonna have a bad night now because I brought up Sammy. Sammy the Bull, please reach out to Sammy and show him this video. And like Tommy seriously wanted me to reach out to the man and like just back him up. And again, if I wasn't clear enough, if I rambled, if I did my whatever. It'll be online. Sammy can read it. And Sammy's already made a statement to a guy in the karate camp that one thing, Tommy wouldn't lie. If you go to A View from Mulberry Street, they talk about the honesty of Tommy Patera. If you go read the book The Butcher, I forgot, I think they talk about how honest he was or how smart, something. Everything opposite of what Jimmy Calandra says. Who's right? Who's right? Sammy the Bull, one of Jimmy idols, guy he worships, a lawyer for 45 years, who I'm sticking up for even though he threatened me. sorry, man. And I like him. Or a scumbag crack smoker. And you know what? I hate to use people's addictions against them, man. But I'm just saying they beat me up for a long time. But just an all-out lowlife who has potential to change because he wants to be the good guy he talks about, for sure, as do I. I have so many contacts to go work with in juvenile facilities, talk to, you guys have no idea. I won't because I'm not right within yet. Hopefully, after the message I got today about the family issues, and I realize they're real, I can breathe. I can breathe. I can tell them, yes, I'm sorry for some of the shit that I said, but I can never talk to you again. And I can get my life back and settle in where this becomes full time. And you guys see like professionalism around me, not papers everywhere and crazy man singing songs like it's a video about a clowns earlier, but those are the things. Thank you guys for your support. I'm going to respond, Angel, to you from the other night. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gone. I'm going to need help with the Don't Be a Jimmy Foundation, for real. I'm going to, for real. Yeah, I am. Thank you. I appreciate you guys all being here and supporting me, even hating me. As long as you're listening to me, I'm hoping that, you know, even if you just can't stand me and you're going to use my words out of context, Dingleberry, FPS. I know you're still watching. Jimmy, I don't want to own you. I don't want to keep on Calandra. Kiss the ring. I'm going to shrink you down. You're going to fall. I'm going to bail you out of jail for purse snatching. You're going to kiss the ring, not in a weird kind of Pauly G way. Just kiss the ring, just like so I know you're real. And I'm going to build you back up, bro. I'm going to help. This is all about helping you, and you don't even know it. The big scheme of things is I just want to help Jimmy Calandra because I see the good in him. Even though I say all that, I see the good in Jimmy Calandra, and I just want to help bring it out. Kind of like my probation officer says about me. Take care. Oh, man, I'm going to be back in there for 3 hours next week. Fuck.